Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'll be decoding the sign of Virgo. So Virgo is a sign that is very much so misunderstood. So I am here to debunk all the misconceptions about the sign of Virgo. Virgo is a sign of cleanliness and purity. And a lot of people take it as if Virgo is OCD, even though Virgos, they can have a tendency to be a little OCD, but I'm going to take it to the spiritual reason of why Virgos are very OCD about everything being clean, okay? And how it manifests. So basically, with the sign of Virgo, since Virgo is a sign that represents purity and cleanliness, what Virgo is showing us is how we need to always have our lives and our spaces detoxified. Because here's the thing, when there's too much dirt around you, too much toxicity around you, you get sick, okay? You get sick on a physical level. Yes, that is true. But you also get sick on a mental and spiritual level. See, Virgo rules the sixth house, so it has to do with your health and your wellness, right? But it's not just your physical health only, it's also your mind and your spirit as well. So Virgo teaches us to keep ourselves clean, okay? And that means being mindful of the company that you keep. Is the company that you keep toxic for your aura? Is the company that you keep putting bad thoughts and ideas in your mind? Because your mind is what influences all your decisions in life and what overall makes up your whole life. This is why Virgo is also ruled by Mercury, which has to do with the mind, your mental. Being mindful of certain music that you're listening to, or just certain information that you're taking in, whether it's the news or whatever. Some music can be toxic. The news is fucking toxic. So being mindful of these things, like what are you allowing in your mind and in your energetic space that's toxic? Kind of keep these things in mind. And when you really take a step back and think about these things, what Virgo asks you to analyze is how are these things affecting you in your day-to-day life, right? So keeping yourself clean, because there are just certain things that we take in on a day-to-day basis that really blocks us from elevating. And then this is what people don't understand about Virgo. Virgo is what you need to elevate in life, okay? And this is why it's important to keep yourself clean, keep yourself pure of any negativity, any low vibrations, any negative thoughts, energies. Keep that shit out of your space. All right? This also leads me into why it's important to have a clear mind as well. So not only are you keeping your physical body clean, yes, that's very much so important. It's important to be physically well because you just have the energy to do things. But it's important to keep yourself clean energetically and also mentally. Because when you think about it, when your mind is too clouded, you're unable to have good judgment. You're unable to make good decisions. And Virgo is all about clarity, having a clear mind. Virgo is ruled by Mercury. Virgo is cleanliness, keeping your mind clear. Virgo is the opposite of Pisces. Pisces has to, on the lower end, Pisces has to do with things being cloudy, things being foggy, things being messy. And when your mind is cloudy, it's messy, it's too murky, you're unable to think clearly, which affects your ability to make good decisions and have good judgment, which then results in you making poor decisions in your day-to-day life, which also results in your life being fucked up. All right, so this is why it's important. This is why Virgo stresses being clean. It's not just on a physical level only, even though it manifests that way, where when people meet a lot of Virgos, it's like they're like clean freaks. It's not just that, it's also on an energetic and mental level, staying clean. Because when you're staying clean, it allows open space for you to have more. It's like what they say, like when you get rid of old things, trash, things that are just old and outdated and they're just taking up space, you're able to attract more. You're able to get more. If you have a whole bunch of fucking junk that you're hoarding around, you're unable to get new things in your life, whether it's new friendships, new relationships, new clothes, new whatever material items, a whole new life. If you're just holding on to things from the past, which is junk, which is trash that you're hoarding on, you're going to be unable to elevate in life. You're going to be unable to attract the new changes in your life that are conducive to your life path and whatever dreams that you're manifesting in the life that you're in right now, in the space that you're in right now. So it's important to keep your space clean. Another aspect of Virgo that a lot of people kind of pick on Virgo about is being organized. And this really ties in with clarity. When you have your shit in order, then it's easier for you to make sense of your life. That is the whole point of organization that is a big deal for Virgo. Virgo wants to be able to make sense of their life by organizing their life. If shit is just too cluttered and messy and all over the place and you're unable to find shit, how is your life going to come together? Really? Because again, this goes back to Virgo's opposite of Pisces. Pisces on the lower end is unorganized, right? It's messy. Everything's just all over the place. And when you're not organized, it causes confusion in your life to where you can't even make sense of what's what and what's going on. And then this is how people be getting lost because they're unable to make sense of things that are going on in their everyday life. Really putting shit together in their life, taking things out that aren't needed, leaving things that are needed and conducive to what's going to get them closer to the lifestyle that they would like. What's going to get them the results that they would like. Virgo is the sign of the minimalist, minimalism. And this, again, goes back into keeping your space clean, only keeping what's needed and what's necessary. Only keeping the things that are going to be useful in your day-to-day life. Useful towards whatever dreams, lifestyle that you're working on manifesting. If you're having unnecessary shit in your life, it's going to really block your way of being able to manifest the life that you want, your dreams. So just keep the things that are necessary and that are in alignment with whatever your dreams and whatever lifestyle that you would like. The thing about the Virgo and Pisces axis is that this is the axis of dreams and reality. So the whole point of the Virgo Pisces axis is to help you ground yourself, ground your dreams into reality, ground your ideas into reality. Right? Ground those fantasies into reality. So I feel like this video is right on time for Pisces season. We're approaching the thick of Pisces season. So I wanted to send this message out to help you guys, to remind you guys to ground your thoughts in reality. Because this is something that people can get caught up with Pisces on the lower end, is just not having a lot of mental clarity. You have to empty your mind, because the thing with Pisces is that a lot will be in their mind, too much dreams and imagination and fantasy. which that's very much so important, and that plays a part in your everyday life, because essentially the sixth house, Virgo, that is your lifestyle. And your lifestyle comes from, what do you imagine in your mind? What do you imagine your day-to-day life to be? But the key here with Virgo, to blend Virgo and Pisces beautifully together, is to take the element of Pisces, which is dreams and imagining things and fantasizing and tapping into the magic of everything, but also grounding as well. Grounding your energy, grounding that energy in your day-to-day routine. So taking whatever you're imagining and practically applying it day to day in your everyday life, so you could manifest it. This is how you manifest. It starts with the dream, and then you have to bring it down to Virgo, the sixth house, and you have to take the practical steps, the little practical day-by-day steps that are in line with that dream that you have. This is where Pisces gets messed up, is because they just keep too much in their mind, and they believe in whatever is in their mind too much, to where they believe that it's happening even though it's not really happening. Because that's where Virgo comes in, is that, yes, have that faith and belief in what you're imagining, what you're fantasizing about, but are you grounding it in reality? Because that's when people are going to start looking at you like you crazy. So Virgo is mistaken as a sign that's very prudish, and, oh, Virgo doesn't have sex, and da 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 da. Like, no. Virgo very much so does have sex, but this video isn't about who's the most sexual sign and blah, blah. I don't give a fuck about that. Obviously, we know that there are Virgos out there that are thoughts, right? They're just super thoughts. And that's Virgo on the lower end, where it's like they're doing things with poor judgment, in an unclear mind, in an unclear space. They're doing things that are not conducive to the wellness of their mind, body, and spirit. That's Virgo on the lower end. But I digress. So going back to how Virgo is a sign of purity. Virgos may appear like they don't like to really get involved with people too much. They're very reserved, or even on the sexual end, they may seem like, oh, they don't like to have sex like that. No, this goes back to the idea of the Bible, where it's like waiting until you have marriage before having sex, right? And this is where the trinity of Virgo, Libra, and Scorpio come in. Virgo is the part where you make sure your space is clean first before wanting to merge or agree to getting in some sort of relationship and then merging with them. You make sure that you have your shit in order. Your life is organized. Your space is clean. So not only can you get that divine thing that you're wanting, but so you don't taint it, and vice versa. This is why Virgos, they don't just be, typically the sign of Virgo is known to not be a thought, right? And just going around just having sex with anybody, because Virgo doesn't want to taint their energy. Because there's a lot of toxicity out here, let me just tell you. And it's important to protect your energy. And this is why Virgo is a sign of boundaries, knowing how to recognize what's in front of them and decide whether, yes, this is for me and this is good for my well-being, or no. And you're cutting it out of your life, and that's it, and that's all. Because I know a lot of us want to manifest certain relationships and partnerships, and it's important. If you want those dream partnerships, that dream life, you have to have those boundaries and protect your energy. You can't just be having your energy go any and everywhere. And also on your end, you also have to take accountability for yourself. You may want this divine thing, but is your space clear? Is your space clean to invite it in? Right? This is why Virgo is a sign of purity. Virgo is a sign of godliness. Staying pure so you can get more of that divine energy in your space. God is not going to go anywhere where it's toxic. And if God goes somewhere where it's toxic, it's to purify it. and get rid of it. So next time your Virgo friend come around trying to help you elevate in life by giving you a little critique, because people hate it when Virgos want to critique when it's really like they're helping you. That's the thing. People don't realize Virgo be trying to help you. Virgo is trying to help you elevate in life. Virgo takes into account, okay, they want this thing, right? But are they doing things that are in alignment with that thing? Are they taking the practical steps? So you'll find your Virgo friend asking you this, okay, so you want this thing, you want to manifest this lifestyle, this partner, this friendship, whatever, right? Okay, what are you doing that's in alignment with it? Are your actions, are your habits, because Virgo is the 6th house of daily habits, in alignment with whatever dream that you have in mind? Because if it's not, this is why you're not getting what you want, because you're blocking yourself by having unnecessary things in your life, doing unnecessary things that are not even conducive to what it is that you're trying to manifest. Oh my gosh, Virgo is so critical and da-da. No, they're not being critical. They're helping you elevate. Because Virgo, again, is a sign of clear judgment. They're able to see what you can't see. They're able to see the little details that you can't see. So Virgos, they have the ability to help you see, okay, what's needed for you to bring that dream into reality. You have to do this. You have to, whatever it is, like say you're trying to like manifest like a divine partner, you know, you have to, you know, do your little love rituals, and you have to also work on yourself, getting right with yourself, organizing yourself, removing things that make your energy toxic and unable to align with that person's energy. And also for the practical steps, go out. If every day you're just sitting in the house all day, but yet, oh, I want this partner, so, you know, we could watch Netflix all day, yada, 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 or whatever. But yet you're just sitting on the couch, not trying to go manifest that life for yourself. How does that make any sense? Then it's just a dream. You have to go out, whether it's like every weekend you go someplace different, where say you want to manifest like a rich guy or whatever. Okay, every weekend dedicate your time to going to spaces where you would find rich men to date. But if you're just sitting on the couch dreaming about it, it's just going to remain a dream. I wanted to share this message with you guys because I felt like this would be helpful during this Pisces season, because dreams will be on fire. Everybody's imagination and fantasy will be on fire. As a Virgo myself, I'm telling you guys, dream big, especially with this new moon in Pisces that's coming and it's conjunct Jupiter. Dream big, but also know that you have to ground yourself as well. Don't just keep everything up in the clouds. Clear up your mind by taking everything that you're fantasizing about, that you're imagining, and practically apply it in your day-to-day life. You're going to be seeing your dreams manifest before your eyes, because you're balancing that air energy and that water energy of the mental and the imagination with that earth energy. The earth energy is very important during this time. So as we're going into the thick of Pisces season, use this message, use this information that I shared with you guys to help you manifest the dreams that you want, because that's all that 2022 is about having the dreams that you've been asking for. But in order to have it, you have to practically put it in place, okay? Or it's just going to stay up in the clouds. It's going to stay up in your imagination, and you're going to be wondering why am I not getting this? Why am I not getting that I wanted? Because you're not grounding it in reality. All right? And also remember, you guys, keep your space clean. The more clean your space is, the more lighter your space is, the more lighter your energy is, the more higher you will elevate. We're about elevating in 2022, okay? Going to higher dimensions. And in order to do that, you have to keep your space clean and you have to keep your energy light. Travel light. All right, so that is all I have for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you guys have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Please like and share this video. And please subscribe to my channel. And if you guys are interested in booking a reading with me, you can find my services on Etsy. My Etsy is CosmicStarAstrology. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.